To my dear friend, Dr. John Hamish, Watson.
In general, what we really wanted to try and do this time was run with the relationship between Holmes and Watson, because in the first we had to work quite hard to introduce the characters, to introduce the world, and to give not backstory but give a sense of what to expect from them. And now people know that, we were able to sort of start from the get-go at a faster rate and with more, I wouldn't say eccentricity, but with more breadth. Here it comes. You are so predictable.
Had you and Mary not been so hell-bent on a wedding, we might have...
We want to keep coming up with great scenarios where they can be working in harmony with each other and yet bickering at the same time.
Would you have any brown shoelaces? Just to tie together the ensemble.
Hold on. I said I'd lend you a jacket and you're wearing my best suit. Give me my hat back.
Don't you have an extra one?
This is the extra one.
Jude and Robert are good mates. They're both very talented and they enjoy their job. So, you know, it makes my life much easier.
Come on, dude, it's 1989 and we're at a rave up and we all just went out together. How are we doing it? You're there. I'm here.
One of them.
I feel about Jude the way Sherlock feels about John. He's the best partner a guy could ask for.
What is really exciting is when you get to know a character and you really feel comfortable that your interpretation of the character is working, and just trusting that you can trust yourself, trusting your instincts, trusting a sense of clarity as to where and how that person will respond and what they'll say.
Took off like a monkey from a box. I may need one of those later.
And it's your stag night. If you want a monkey in a box or anything of the like, I'll see to it that you get it. Keep these, they're a wedding gift. And I'm not around about tonight.
It was a really rewarding process in the first film. We didn't quite know how it was going to work, but we worked this kind of strange equation out. And to be honest, the one thing I was scared about coming into the second was that would we be able to just pick it up again, or was it something that just happened? And from the get-go, from our rehearsals over at Robert's house prior to filming, we really slipped straight back into it. And if anything, because we didn't have to get to know each other, this one, I hope, has benefited from the fact that we were working that process from before shooting rather than discovering it as we went along.
I'm a bit more dramatic and self-flagellating than some artists, so I'm very passionate, I guess. And I think that was another nice thing with Jude, is that he's very kind of even-keeled about the whole thing, so that no matter how kind of far out I go in trying to do my thing and our thing, he always kind of counterbalanced that nicely.
Would you prefer I joined you in the fashion faux pas of wearing fine military dress with that heinous handmade scarf? Clearly one of your fiancé's early efforts.
Oh, how I've missed you, Holmes.
Have you? Why? I've barely noticed your absence.
To his great surprise, Holmes finds he can't get along without Watson, that he needs his companion, not just because it boosts his ego, because Watson is his biographer, after all, his Boswell, as Holmes puts it, but he's there to, in some ways, balance out the things that Holmes doesn't do, can't do. The fair sex is your department, for example, Holmes says to Watson.
Are you happy?
What?
At this moment, are you as happy as you would be on your honeymoon in Brighton?
I mean, Watson split down the middle between being sensible and doing what his heart wants him to do.
That's the dilemma Watson faces. He wants the good life with his wife, a safe life, a secure life, and yet there's a little bit of the old soldier in him and the thrill of the chase. You know, he undoubtedly has great times when he's on a case with Holmes.
Thus, our relationship...
Relationship?
Very well, partnership, has not yet run its course.
You know, some people have said, oh, he and Holmes are gay, and of course there's some quite funny little, not exactly allusions to that in Guy's films, but it kind of skates on the knowing surface of that quite well, I think.
You finally got me to go to Paris with you.
You and I in Paris together, like a honeymoon without Mary.
We always believe we can do better, and I think the relationship is funnier, more extreme, and more emotional, which is great, which is very satisfying.